Hello, I'm Brenda Alfano, and this is Mortgage Mysteries. We're going to be uncovering the mystery of local small business owners here in the South Snohomish County and get to know everything about their business and also what their mysterious side is. Today, our mystery guest is Rebecca Hartsook.
Hello.
Rebecca and I is a real estate broker, and she and I have been working together helping clients since 2008. I love working with Rebecca. She's very fun, yet professional, and has excellent customer service, which is very important to me as well. So
I try.
So I'm so excited that you're here today.
Yay.
So before we hear all about you, Rebecca,
Yes.
your professional side and your mysterious side,
Okay.
I'm going to throw out a question for us to ponder.
Okay.
Intersection roundabouts.
Okay.
Why do people have a little bit of difficulty with them? Why don't they like them? I hear this from people. They don't like them. I love them because they keep traffic flowing. I don't have to stop at a sign or stop at a stoplight. What's your thoughts on that?
I kind of agree with you. I don't mind roundabouts because I agree with you. I feel like it keeps traffic kind of going. I think people don't like them because it can be intimidating, especially if you don't know which lane you're supposed to be in.
Right.
And, you know, if you're trying to go left, but you got in the wrong lane and you got to go right, then that kind of messes you up.
Yes.
But I think overall, I like them.
I agree. I guess like in Europe, they have big, scary ones.
They do.
Yeah.
They do.
I know you've been there, right? So
I think the Arc de Triomphe in Paris is actually a roundabout.
yeah,
And we were trying to get to the airport, and the guy was running late, and it was quite the acrobatic feat for him to get us there.
okay. So, Rebecca.
Yes.
Let's talk about your business.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit. Let's get to know you. A little bit about how long you've been in the business, what agency you work for, a couple of things like that.
Okay. Yes, I am in real estate. I am a real estate agent. I've been a real estate agent officially since 2002. I started off as an assistant for a realtor, and then I went on my own. I branched out on my own in 2004, and then I met in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with Windermere for 18 years. Still love Windermere. I make a joke that I jumped to the dark side of Compass in 2020, mostly because they just have a really awesome back end for us agents and a little more higher tech, a little more online presence and things like that. So that's why I made the leap, and I do really love the technology pieces and stuff. They do try to make my job a little easier on the back end. So that's why I'm at Compass.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I do specialize in residential real estate. That means that I help buyers, I help sellers, I help people who are trying to move up or down, meaning like if your house is too big for you and then you want to, sell that and buy something smaller, I can help with that. I can help growing families. I'm helping a client right now who has a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, and they got 2 kids. So they need more than 1 bathroom. So we're working on getting them a house, and then we're going to sell their house. So that's what I focus on. I also just recently helped an investor who sold their property and then helped him buy a condo. So that's something I can help with too, as well as multiple units. Like I could sell up to 4 units, meaning a duplex, a triplex, or a 4plex.
Because that's not considered commercial, right?
Correct.
Right, because I can finance that as well.
Yep.
So what do you like, what do you say you like better, or do you have a preference into buyers or sellers?
I don't really. I don't.
Okay.
I feel like each one kind of flexes a different muscle. I do think working both helps me be a better agent for the other side. So working with buyers helps me, helps sellers understand how buyers are thinking, and as a buyer agent, was that right?
I know, it's a confusing term.
Let me start that
it's a confusing term, yes.
So as somebody who's looking to sell their house, I can help a seller think like a buyer. And as for buyers, I can help buyers think like sellers, because buyers, everybody's nervous, so when you're nervous about selling, you're nervous about buying. So I think it's helpful to understand how the other side is thinking so that we have a common place to come together and work together. So
I have a curious question because I've never asked you this before.
Yes.
What made you decide to go into real estate?
That's a really funny question because it was complete ignorance.
Kind of like me in mortgage, yeah.
Yeah, so I was in high tech. I got laid off in the whole .com back in 2000. And then I went back to school for, it was called a worker retraining program. And I was learning to create websites, and I was going to try to become a web developer. And I'm really not a programmer. So I was thinking, well, maybe I could go into product development or something. And then I met a realtor who needed a website. So I was thinking, I can do that. So I told him, I was like, yeah, I can do a website for you. But then he also was looking for like an assistant.
Assistant?
Yeah, and I mean, I literally said, I like houses, because I had no clue. And the rest is kind of history after that. So it kind of, it really encompassed about 95% of my personality. And so I just really fell in love with the discovery of, looking for houses, helping the negotiations, and also just helping people communicate. That was a big one I had to learn pretty early, as you know.
Right.
You got to have communication.
So important, so important. So I always tell our mutual clients, because I believe this in my heart, that you are a master negotiator.
Oh, thank you.
And because I'm so impressed with your negotiating skills. So would you call that one of your superpowers?
I would say so. I mean, because I'm always looking for a way to make things work for both sides. But I also, it depends on who I'm representing. But for my client, if I'm representing a buyer or a seller, I'm always looking for the best case scenario. And if I can, save somebody money, I always try to do that. But I also try to do it in a very respectful way.
Yes, I totally agree. I mean, we had a client, I referred to Rebecca because he was too nice, and he wasn't getting anywhere with his agent because the agent wasn't helping him enough know what area he really wanted to be in. So I said, can I refer someone different to you? And he said, okay. And within 1 week, he was in contract because I knew that she would take him under control, but in a professional, fun way, and really get to the core of what he needed, and was a great negotiating. I mean,
yeah, we
negotiated
really got
great.
him in a really nice place.
Absolutely, it was great.
I just actually talked to him the other day. He still loves it.
And I love him too.
He's a great guy.
So is there anything else you think that you feel sets you apart from other agents?
Well,
Besides your negotiating skills.
My negotiating skills.
Yes.
Well, it's what I hear from clients is, what I hear from my sellers a lot, because I am not above, having to paint a room.
Yeah.
I literally just did that 2 weeks ago, because we had a contractor for a seller of mine who lives out of state right now. She's got a lot on her plate, and the contractor didn't do everything he was supposed to. And so guess what? I'm rolling my sleeves up. I'm getting paint. I'm painting walls. I'm painting trim.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
Making
people.
dump runs. I do that stuff because we have a deadline. We have a time that we need to be on the market by.
Right.
And so I think people appreciate that. I have some current clients that I'm helping sell as well, and I'm going to their house tomorrow to paint more.
It's a Saturday paint party.
It is. But I think a lot of my clients like the fact that I get things done, because I always think to myself, if I were to hire me as an agent, what would I want? What kind of level of service am I looking for?
That's a good way to look at it, yeah.
Yeah, and I really, I really care about my clients, and I really want them to have a good experience, because I want them to come back. I like repeat people.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And I like people who refer me, and 95% of my business is by repeat and referrals.
Right.
So I try to keep that going. I want them, and I always try to stay in touch with them too. And
yeah, like you just said, you talked to our client the other day. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so now let's dig into the mysterious side of Rebecca. So what fires you up besides real estate?
Oh goodness.
That you like to spend your time on?
I feel like I have shiny object syndrome a little bit, because I like a lot of things. So my husband and I love to travel. So we love traveling, and for his work, we get to travel a little more often so that's exciting. And then I also love music. I actually play drums. I play rock drums. So I know I don't look like I play rock drums, but I do.
Rock and roll! Rock and roll!
You should see it.
And I also, I'm an artist. I love painting. So I love all kinds of, creating art and doing weird paintings and stuff. So that's,
And I saw you mention on Facebook last night about the art walk in
yeah,
Edmonds.
Yeah, so I live in Edmonds. I work all over the region. I work all over King County and Snohomish County mostly because building my business for the last 21 years, I go where the client goes. So, but yeah, I live in Edmonds, and Edmonds is a really great art area. They were I don't exactly know the title, but it's, they were just named by Washington State as one of the first art districts in Washington State. So we are very excited as Edmond people.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the second Thursday of every month, just FYI.
So do you think that the creative side of you, which is what music and art is about, helps you in your real estate business?
I think it does.
In what way would you say?
Well, and I think it just helps me connect with other people, and it's kind of funny. I feel like it gives me a little street cred. I've had my clients, when they refer me to their friends, they're like, "She plays the drums, so she's really cool." And it cracks me
There you
up.
go. I like it. There's your tribe.
Yeah, they're like, "She's a rock drummer. It's really cool." Yeah,
Okay.
So that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty exciting. That's
Yeah.
great. Anything else you want to throw out there?
If you're looking to buy or sell a house and you need a good realtor and a good lender, give us a call.
Thank you so much. So thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. Follow and subscribe. Make sure you visit curiousbrenda.com, and we'll see you next time.